Hello, welcome to Talk to WCTV. You can see we're being very casual during vacation week for Karen Kirk, and my name is Karen Kirk, General Manager of Wilmington Community Television. Talk to WCTV is a live show every other week, and we're live with a skeleton crew, but a very relaxed crew too. Tonight we're going to give you, the viewer at home, a tour of the WCTV studio. Now, many of you have asked to see what the studio looks like and are interested in seeing how easy the equipment is to run. Tonight, behind this camera that I'm looking into right now is Jim Lyon, and he'll be following me around the studio and into the equipment room to see what type of equipment that we have and how easy it is to operate. If you take a look around the studio right now, you can see the different types of equipment that we have. Right in front of me here is a studio camera. Now this studio camera, let me bring it into the light so you can see it a little better. This studio camera can be operated by a resident of the town who is trained on the equipment, and they can use the equipment either on the tripod, which we have right here, or on the shoulder like Jim Lyon is using tonight. On the top here, we have the viewfinder. We have a lens, the body of the camera, a headset so that the camera person can also talk to the director, and various parts of the tripod and the dolly. So all this equipment is for the residents of Wilmington who can use the equipment after they're trained in a WCTV training class. You can also take a look around the studio and see what type of equipment we have. Behind me is our blue cyclorama. Now what a blue cyclorama is used for is for what's called chroma key. And I know that a lot of you viewers at home who watch Talk to WCTV have heard of the term chroma key, in which they use that blue curtain and superimpose a picture behind a person. This is something that you see every night during the weather report, where the weatherman or weatherwoman stands in front of a green or blue curtain and reads the weather report. So we have that capability here, and it's all run by residents of Wilmington who are trained in using the equipment at our basic access classes. Now we're going to be having a basic access class come the fall, so there's a few of you who may want to sign up for a class, and this would be an excellent opportunity for you to do so, especially during the fall. Now we're going to start taking a walk into the control room so that you can see the equipment that we have to use. Okay, so if Jim can just follow me. Okay, here we are in the control room. Now, if you can just take a shot of our controls right here, as opposed to our lovely Andrea. There we go. Okay. Okay, now we're going to have Andrea just give some commands as she would if she were speaking to a camera crew. So if she were going to be giving some commands, how would she say?
One is up, so I'll be like, okay, ready, one. One is up, and if I want to cut to two, ready, two. Two is up. You get that lovely picture of the curtain. And also if I want to flash Karen's name across, I just push this button here, on and off. Or if I just want to kind of fade it in and out, I just turn the slice knob. And I can leave that on for as long as I want, or I can flash it. And if I want to fade, I can say ready, one, and fading to one. And this thing right here, the fader bar, that's all I did was wipe it right down. And then we have these here, and you can do, say we want to do a circle, you press that, and then we'll fade up. Whoops, yep, we'll fade up and see, we're doing into a circle, and there we are. And then I'll put it back on, see it, triangle, and ready, one, and wiping to one, and you wipe this way. And also you can do it half and half, ready to, and you can just kind of leave it that way and get a double screen so you see both of us. It's really simple. So we should leave it this way. Here we go, because you can see Karen. Then I'll wipe it all the way up.
Now it doesn't look like that big a piece of equipment. Does that have to do with the ease of use too? Is it an easy piece to use?
Yeah, I think it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it and you realize what all the little buttons do, you know.
Now, do you have a master's degree or a PhD in this?
No, I have a bachelor's, but it doesn't have to do with this. So I mean, you don't need to, you know, you can just have some common sense, and you can really, it's pretty simple. Anyone can come down and just take some classes and learn how to do it. You know, it's a lot of fun. And once you get hooked on it, I got hooked on it. You know.
That's fun. Okay. Well, we're going to look at some more pieces of equipment. We'll take a look at our audio board here. And our audio board is this piece of equipment here. And what our able assistant, Brian Moriarty, has done is he has preset my audio to be right here. Now, if I start bringing it down, you will barely hear me. And now I'm back. So that affects what people are hearing at home. This is a piece of equipment that one can be trained on. And you can see the meters bouncing up and down at the top of your screen right here. Okay, that's Brian's finger. Thank you, Brian. This can be all yours for the mere price of $30 a year. And this $30 goes toward training. Here we go. There's Brian and there's me. This $30 goes toward training in all of this equipment, and you also get an award-winning WCTV newsletter, and you get to participate in all the activities and events that we have here at WCTV. Isn't that exciting?
Very exciting. It's weird. I've got myself in my ears now.
And Brian is now running audio, so he's getting a little confused, hearing himself as well as doing the audio. You can see to my left right here is the VCRs where we put the open of the show, which you saw with the music. The open goes right here, and the blank tape goes down in the bottom. And ideally, you put a blank tape in there and you record the program. I've made mistakes where it's been 3/4 of the way through a program and I've forgotten to press the record button. But the VCR is very similar to your VCR at home. So if you are familiar with the play and record button at home, then you would be able to operate these VCRs. From here, you can see into the studio. You can see the monitor that, ooh, this is kind of a strange image. This is the monitor that Andrea is viewing from. She's seeing what is going on the tape. But beyond that, she can also see what's happening in the studio. All she has to do is jump up and she can see through the windows what's happening in the studio. Now the control room itself is pretty roomy for a control room. I've seen much smaller. So we have plenty of space to spread out and do some directing and do the audio. So there's plenty of room for a big group to come down and produce a program. Do you have any final words, Andrea, as we leave you?
No, just that we can always use new members and new ideas, and people should just come down and join and participate.
Now, if someone had an idea, what would they do? Would they come down and say, Karen, I have an idea and I want you to produce it? No, what they would do is they would come up with an idea, a CPR program. And what they could do is they would be the ones who produced it. They could get their trained crew together and they get their talent together, and I would train those people so that they could produce a program. So it's all the residents, all the programs that you see on WCTV are produced by the residents of the town. So it's you who make the programming, not me. It's Andrea who produces the programming. She's our resident director and she's very good at it. I want to show you one thing in the control room. And that's our producer's bulletin board. The producer's bulletin board was designed by me for the producers, the community producers. This is to help the community producers decide what they want to join up in videotaping. On the top over here, we have the sign up for Talk to WCTV, which is invariably full. People love signing up to direct or run camera or do the audio for Talk to WCTV. It's one of our most popular shows and pretty much one of our only shows. Then we have our other two very popular programs, which are the Selectmen Meeting and the School Committee Meetings. Now, I have people sign up for these. And for example, on September 9th, we have one person running camera and one person running audio. Now, September 23rd for the Selectmen Meeting is available, so sign up very soon because they fill up extremely quickly. Below that is the School Committee meetings, which usually meet the second and fourth Wednesday of each month. And again, we are looking for a camera person and an audio person to produce the school committee meetings. Sandra and Cheryl Soderquist have been wonderful over this past summer producing each and every school committee meeting. So I'd like to thank them for all the help that they've done for this summer's school committee meetings, which there were many. Now, throughout the Producers Bulletin Board is a lot of different activities that people can sign up for. September 16th through 20th is a local programming week called WCTV Week. And this is a week to celebrate local programming in Wilmington. On Monday night, we have Government Night, and all the programs will relate to Wilmington government. This will be seen on our newly opened Channel 56, which is our governmental channel. The second night, Tuesday night, is Education Night, and all the programs that evening will relate to education. Wednesday night is Membership Night, and again, all the activities that night will relate to memberships, and also within that, we do have a school committee meeting. So we will have multiple programs on multiple channels. So you will not see the same program on 30 as well as 52 as well as 56. You'll see multiple programs divided among our three channels. On Thursday, September 19th is Child Safety Night. Again, all of our programs relate to child safety, and we will be having a free child safety identification taping. We'll be identifying your child via videotape, and that tape can be kept at the police department. The final night is the culmination of WCTV Week, and that's Access Night. Actually, it's Access Producer Night, but it wouldn't fit on my computer. Now, Access Night from 12 to 8 will be playing programs produced by local producers. From 7 to 8, we'll be having a recognition night live in our studio, and this is for invited guests and their guests only. From 7 to 8, we'll be having speeches. I'll be speaking. Brian Moriarty will be speaking. And our president, Susan Koufagassos, will be speaking. And getting the people excited about a full year of producing programs. From 8 to 9 that evening, those guests and their guests will be invited for a post-recognition night reception in our conference room. So it will be a full night of activities as well as a full week of events that people can videotape. So if any of you producers, trained producers, are looking for something to videotape, as you can see by the Producers Bulletin Board, we have lots of openings for lots of positions. They're filling up quickly because people are noticing them and they're really interested in getting involved. So sign up soon and just drop by the studio and pick up a pen to sign up on the list. So this is our Producers Bulletin Board. It's to help bring producers and programs together. And we're hoping to see a lot more programs and shows like Talk to WCTV, or better, coming this fall. We're in the process of producing some programs. Try saying that 10 times fast. And we're hoping that you'll stay tuned to WCTV come this fall for upcoming programs. Okay, I think we're going to move into the studio now. and give the viewers at home another chance to see what the studio looks like. Okay. Now, many people have said to me that they're very surprised as to what the studio looks like when they come down and see the studio. They say, my goodness, it's either real big or real small, they say. So people are very surprised. If you just take a glance through Jim's camera, you can see what the studio looks like when it's not all dolled up with a set or with microphones. This is just what the studio looks like. A ladder, a chair, some lights in the background. This is what the studio looks like. Now, everyone is invited to come down and see the studio at any time. It's probably best to call me at 657-4066 before you come down, just to make sure that I'm here or that someone is here. Now, my hours come this fall will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 10 to 6, Thursday from 12 to 8, and Friday from 9 to 5. Now, Brian Moriarty's hours will be Monday through Thursday from 6 to 9 or 6 to 10, and then on Saturdays he'll be teaching a class from, he'll be here between 8 and 12, but his class is from, say, 9 to 11. And we're also looking for people to participate in Brian's class. We like to have the Saturday class because it gives people the opportunity to take a class on a Saturday as opposed to in the evening. I realize that it takes a lot out of someone to work a full day and then to come here. Doesn't it? It takes a lot out of someone. So we like to have the opportunity for a class during a Saturday morning. So while you're out running errands, you can also run out and take a class at WCTV. So this is what the studio looks like. Talk to WCTV is a chance for viewers at home to communicate with us, learn about Access Television, learn that you as a resident of Wilmington can produce your own program about the topic that you care most about. Now, if you have an idea for a show, please feel free to call me and we'll have a meeting and talk about the type of show that you'd like to produce. The people here are of all ages. We have some people right out of college. We have some 10-year-olds. And we have some 65-year-olds. So it's people of all ages. Jim Lyon is not an old man. So if you're worried about too many young kids or too many old kids, it's a whole different group of people. And it's fun. Jim's having a great time, aren't you? Hey, he's having a great time. And this is a fun show to produce because it's real casual. There he is. Can you say hi? Say hi into the camera there. No, he's a little camera shy. But what we'd like to do is have each and every one of our producers produce their own type of show. Whether it's behind the scene like Jim, and all you can see of Jim is his arm, shoulder, and legs, or be in front of the camera like me. I love being in front of the camera, and I could talk for 30 minutes, and that's what I do here at Talk to WCTV. We usually have guests on Talk to WCTV, but we took a brief hiatus during vacation week, and we'll be back with a guest in September. September something. It's the best I can do. But Talk to WCTV is an Access program about Access for Access producers. This is a good way for Access producers to use the equipment in a very comfortable setting, a very informal setting. Talk to WCTV is also a program for me to tell the viewers at home what's coming up at WCTV. Sandra Curtin and Cheryl Soderquist just finished producing today a program about the Harnden Tavern. The Harnden Tavern is an old tavern on Salem Street in Wilmington, and a lot of people have expressed that they wanted to do a show about the Harnden Tavern. But Sandra and Cheryl took the bull by the horns, and they produced a program along with the the caretaker of the Harnden Tavern, who came in and spoke about the tavern, and they produced a program centering around his talk. It's a wonderful program. It's 16 minutes long, and it'll be debuting in about a week and a half. It'll also be a program during the last night of WCTV week. So that's called the Harnden Tavern, and it's a wonderful program for anyone who's interested in knowing the history behind the Harnden Tavern. We had the caretaker come in, and Sandra and Cheryl went out and got some excellent footage of the tavern, both inside and out. So as Josh talks about the baby booties, Sandra and Cheryl cut to a shot of the baby booties. So it's a wonderful show. They really did, Jim. And I would love everyone to tune into that new show. We haven't had that many new shows this summer, only because a lot of people have been away, and summer is invariably slow in the cable industry. But come the fall, I really hope that everyone takes advantage of the studio and see what we have here. We have a great facility. We have all new equipment. I would love to show you the inside of our equipment room, but I just don't think we have enough length of cable to show you. But I would love for you to come down and see what type of equipment we have here. We also are available for tours, or tours, as some people say. These tours are free, and they can be arranged through me, and it's an hour tour, and I would give you a tour, and then you could get the chance to run a camera or run some of the equipment that we have here. So it's a fun tour. You could see what the control room looks like, and that's what the control room looks like. And you could play with the equipment just like Andrea did. It's a fun afternoon or morning, and it would be fun for all ages. I've had ages 4 in here. I've had kindergarten kids come in, and they've played with the equipment, and they love it. One thing exciting that we did was that we had the kids sing into the cameras, and they did a couple of songs, and they got to look through what the camera looks like, and then we put it on cable. And that was very exciting, not only for the kids, but for the parents as well, to see what their kid looks like on television. We've had many Girl Scouts and Boy Scout troops in here, and we're looking forward to having some senior citizens come in come this fall. So the tours are free, and they can be arranged about a week or 2 weeks in advance. And I'd be very happy to lead people through and show them how the equipment works. Now again, Brian is here on Saturdays and in the evenings, except for Friday. We have to give him a day off sometime. And he'd be very happy to give a tour. He's very personable. He won't hurt you. And he would give you a tour and let you use the equipment. From what I know of him, he likes people to get on the equipment right away. He throws them on the equipment, and the people have responded by enjoying it very much. Haven't they? Yes, they have. We should be wrapping up soon. 5 minutes. Well, let's get another shot of that control room and how wonderful it really can be. We'll walk into that control room. Okay, here we go. Now, again, Talk to WCTV is on every other week, and it is a live program, so we are live. Today's date is what, Andrea?
You're asking me? I think it's August 28th.
It is August 28th. I just looked at the calendar. It's August 28th, and we are live tonight. And we're going to take another look at the character generator. Can you show us how that works, how this character generator works?
Okay, well here's a little on-off switch so we can see, if you can zoom in on the, up here on the monitor, camera 1. And we can see it flashing back and forth. 2. So you can see double thing. But then all you do is you go here in the character generator and you type different things in. And it's very simple. And then if you want to, let's see, you can move the different things along. I haven't done this in so long, Karen. You know, and then why don't you just show us, Karen, how you do
Okay,
your thing.
the way I do it, Andrea.
Let's get rid of your name.
Okay, can you hold the microphone?
Sure can.
Thank you. Okay. Well, you have to put it over toward my mouth so that I can
We'll
hear.
head
Okay, here we go. And let's erase that. And what we'll do is we will start typing up,
Get a wider shot of the keyboard.
and we're typing,
Release so we can see what's happening. There you go.
and we're going to center. Center. Okay. And center. So I wrote what that I wanted to say. I wrote that up on this screen. And then Andrea, to put it on the TV, does what?
Come right here, and I can just flash it on and off. Or like I said before, I can slice and just kind of fade it on and off. And you can also change the colors if you'd like to. Because it's kind of a lousy color.
No, you were right the first
Oops, yeah, that's right. See, you get me so nervous when you put me on the spot like this, Karen. I like the design. You can see the different colors we have here. Ooh, that's a nice bright color. And red, and that's pretty color. Then like on and off, and there we go.
Well, we're going to wrap up tonight's show because we're fading fast. And you can see right behind me that we do have our equipment room stocked with new equipment. We have new camcorders, new tripods, and I would love a lot of people to come down, look at our new equipment, and be interested enough to take one of our classes. We have many classes coming up in the fall. We have a Tuesday morning, we have a Thursday morning, and we have a Saturday morning. So we have many Thursday evening and a Saturday morning. So we have many classes for all ages, and I'd like you to come down and see our facility. For Talk to WCTV, my name is Karen Kirk. On behalf of Jim Lyon, Brian Moriarty, Andrea Fotopoulos would like to say goodnight. Talk to WCTV is made possible by a grant by AAA Cartel Cleaning Company. Thank you and good night.